we've had another 40K question in, and this time it's about challenges. Basically, the question says, Darrell, is there any time when you wouldn't want to accept a challenge?
Yes, there's times when you want to accept and times when you don't. Here we have my Logan Grimnar, is the best Space Marine in the entire 40K universe. He's head and shoulders better than anybody else out there. But besides that, Logan don't like Tau at all. And here we have a little scenario set up here. And Logan's coming over and he's going to charge these guys. So we're taking it for granted he makes it in. So he would decide what way he's going. But Logan has got a special Warhowl and all this here.
Yeah.
So I can do my Warhowl.
These crisis suits, they all have plasma and stuff like that. Which
He doesn't want shot by them.
Yeah.
He doesn't. But here, the thing is, Andy is the Tau player here. He doesn't want me stuck fighting Tau forever. So me being sharp.
I want to shoot Logan Grimnar with my lovely plasma. Whereas these guys are never going to be able to outfight Logan Grimnar.
No.
Not in their wildest dreams.
They couldn't even dream of outfighting Logan. At this point, if I was being cute, I would charge in and I go, I'm challenging your sergeant with his wonderful grenade.
What, the EMP grenade?
Oh yes, the mighty EMP grenades.
Right.
I'm not going to bother doing my Warhowl. I'm just going to challenge him.
Right, okay. So thinking about that then, if he challenges me, that means we have to spend an entire round of combat where this Tau EMP sergeant, this fabulous grenade, gets to die horribly. The Logan Grimnar.
Yes. The main thing here is I'll only win the combat by 1.
Yeah.
Which means with any luck, I get to stay fighting these. I would go, obviously I would have called preferred enemy before I went in here because I really don't like Tau.
Yeah, well at that point of course
the sergeant would have to move
forward. So.
At this point, the rest of the unit doesn't get to fight and Logan goes, I hit you on 3s with rerolls and I kill you on 2s. You're all dead. You're so dead.
Right.
I have preferred enemy. I can re-roll that 1 if the other 5 deaths don't do it for you.
Alright, so my mighty sergeant with his EMP grenade manages to get offside.
This has been good for Logan because now you pass your leadership test, I think on the Mighty 7 hopefully, and you managed it just about. now we had the Space Wolf adjustment of the dice. So this is good for me because all these guys shunt in around me and I don't have to take any of that painful plasma stuff.
Yeah, for another turn, and then next turn you just slaughter them all.
The next turn I go, turn 2, you have no sergeant left. I have 5 attacks, and I'll do my mighty Warhowl at this point that inspires me to have another attack. I still have preferred enemy because I'm Logan Grimnar. I don't like Tau. He doesn't like anybody, but especially doesn't like Tau. So I hit you on 3s, and I re-roll my 1s, which was good. Oh, that was bad. But I should have hit you 5 times, and then I killed... Well, 3 at the Tau, and I win the combat by 3 at this phase.
Okay,
at this stage.
So that's a leadership test then.
So minus 3, and I believe it's a mighty 7.
So
4. So these two guys would run away. The advantage this has given me is now Logan gets to consolidate 4, and it's his turn next.
Yeah.
Which them guys won't want to be charged. Where if we'd go back to the very start of this, and my Logan has come over and he's challenged and he's got past all your mighty Snapfire, and I had went, I challenge you, you dirty dog sergeant.
And I say no, I don't want to challenge you.
So my problem is now then I still have to fight in this combat. Andy's mighty sergeant with his EMP grenade doesn't get to fight. I hit you with preferred enemy, so the odds say I hit you 5 or 6 times. And I killed everybody.
Either way, you're either going to kill everybody or you're going to massacre them down by about 4. So it'll be.
Problem is, I killed enough that now.
The point is as well though that if I don't accept that challenge, they don't get to use my leadership either.
No.
My mighty 8 leadership.
No.
Not that my inspiring EMP grenade just isn't enough.
Now my pain as being mighty Logan is all these dudes are going to plasma and fusion blaster me at this point because your dirty dog sergeant refused this challenge.
Refused to fight.
But this is one of the things, guys, if you have a character, I don't see characters running around by themselves so much anymore, unless you're Logan, you're the best Space Marine alive. I don't see your sergeant accepting the challenge can keep him in here for 1 round longer. If this had, say, been Marine Scouts and there's a unit of Terminators coming across, you'd have went, I'll accept I'll challenge you, because Logan at that point wouldn't have wanted to be waiting on Terminators coming.
And they would assault them as well.
Exactly. So at this point, you go, I'll challenge you with my sergeant. Because he's by himself, he can't refuse it. He has to take it. He squishes the sergeant, but that gives me another round to get Terminators over. But in this case, you want him out there. So poor Fred and Jim and Frank here's wives are going to get letters home saying, for the greater good of the Tau collective.
Logan Grimnar butchered all your buddies.
Our sergeant was ordered not to challenge him. And I butchered. But there is, guys, it's good. It's better for units with sergeants, you know. I have seen some chatting away, but don't have sergeants. Some of the armies can get away. Space Wolves basically can get away without upgrading a guy to a sergeant. Don't have them, because then you can't be challenged.
Yeah, well, the Tau can do that as well. You could potentially not upgrade that guy to a sergeant. But then again, I mean, all you guys are going to get beaten in one fell swoop. So
that's it. It gives you that extra round. And the thing is, if you are Tau and Tau have it hard, and you have lots of these little units, it stops him. It causes him 2 turns to kill each unit, unless you fail your leadership test.
Well, one of the good things about it as well, just on the point that Tau is, if you refuse your challenge, and you have one of those bonding knives, and he doesn't manage to slaughter a huge amount, you still lose your leadership. At least you might have a chance of rallying. You can re-roll that rally later on, but still, having your sergeant refuse a challenge in that sort of case is probably for the best.
Yeah.
Just to keep him, to stop him from tying you up for that extra turn.
Yeah. It's great. Sergeants are really useful, guys. We did a separate video on the various builds for your sergeant, which depending on how you want them to do. We're personally a fan of a sergeant with a storm shield, because he's always got a chance of surviving. But that's my opinion on it, guys. Anyway.
No, that's it. Well, whatever you think. Why don't you drop some comments below? Tell us what you would do. Do you always accept challenges? Is it a point of honor for you, or do you? Let's face it. If you're Tau and you only have an EMP grenade, you say no. I'm not going to accept that challenge. So, guys, drop some comments below for us. Tell us all about it.